r/AskReddit by Redmond Dtes. What's a fun fact that nobody asked for? Adam West and Frank Gorshin were once kicked out of an orgy for refusing to drop character of Batman and the Riddler. Oxford University is older than the Aztec Empire. Oxford started teaching in 1096, while the Aztec civilization was founded in 1325. Nimrod was a great hunter mentioned in the Bible. The pejorative use as a dundering fool is entirely a result of characters sarcastically calling Elmer Fudd Nimrod to deride his hunting abilities in Looney Tunes. Tom Hanks has his brother Jim Hanks as his official sound-alike and body double for all his films. Jim Hanks provides Wood as voice for Toy Story games, action figures, and anything else where Tom Hanks isn't being paid millions to do so. So Jim, what do you do for a living? I pretend to be my brother. Only humans and armadillos can get the awful disease leprosy. Sharks have existed for longer than trees have. Sharks are older than the rings of Saturn, if I remember correctly. So are the Appalachian Mountains. The Appalachian Mountains also predate the Atlantic Ocean. Hence how they start in the southern US and end in Scotland. Winnie the Pooh lied to you. Bears don't go after beehives to eat honey. They're going after the protein-filled bees instead. There used to be a lot more Egyptian mummies left in the world. If only we hadn't been obsessed with crumbling them up to use them all for fake medicines and brown paint. If a man has fallen and gets a boner, do not move him. It's a sign of a spinal injury. You can graft a tomato to a potato. Walt Disney got into a fight in a parking lot with the creator of Goofy. The cordyceps fungus that controls insects has been found not to hijack the nervous system, but the muscular system. The insect is still very much alive and aware. Pine trees can tell if it's going to rain. If a pine cone is closed, it would indicate high humidity and rain could be coming. Pine cones also open up if there is a forest fire to drop their seeds. Oceanic flatworms are all hermaphroditic, and mating involves trying to stab each other with a pair of sharp penises. This is a phenomenon called penis fencing, and works because the worms have an open circulatory system, so anywhere the penis barb penetrates is as good as any other. The winner then swims away before their opponent or mate can impregnate them back. Humans have the largest penises of all the primates. Your meat is probably bigger than an ape's. Bananas are technically berries, but strawberries aren't. Eggplant and watermelon are berries as well. Please don't put them in my mixed berry smoothie. Knowledge is knowing that tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad. If Alaska were to be split into 2 states, Texas would be the 3rd largest state. Donald Duck's middle name is Fauntleroy. Pink peppercorns belong to the same family as cashews and pistachios. The human body contains enough carbon to make 9,000 pencils. Fun fact, if you shoved one of those pencils up your ass, you'd probably regret it less than reading most Reddit threads. The ABC, Australian Broadcasting Corporation, passed on the merchandising rights to Bluey, so the BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation, snapped it up. This blows my mind. Did anyone get fired for that decision? In entertainment, you don't get fired for saying no to something that is successful, you get fired for saying yes to something that isn't. Santa Fe, New Mexico was established before the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth Rock. Jazz music in the Star Wars universe is called jazz music. The statue of Blue Mustang, otherwise known as Blucifer, killed its creator Luis Jimenez when it fell on him, severing an artery in his leg. Documentaries aren't required to tell the truth. Woody Harrelson is the son of the hitman Charles Harrelson. Charles Harrelson assassinated federal judge John H. Wood Jr. Kangaroos will drown their enemies. Kangaroos also can't move backwards, along with emus. It's why the Australian coat of arms has a roo and an emu. The animals represent the country moving only forward, never backwards. No Democratic candidate for president has ever won the white vote since 1964, the year the Civil Rights Act was passed, not one. In the USA, the close door button on most elevators does nothing because the doors are required to stay open to satisfy accessibility regulations. It's just there to make you feel like you have agency. Cleopatra lived closer in time to the iPhone being invented than to the pyramids being built. Taser stands for Thomas A. Swift's electric rifle. SCUBA stands for self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. TUBA stands for terrible underwater breathing apparatus. Shaggy and Scooby-Doo's full name is Norville Rogers. Barbara's full name is Barbara Millicent Roberts. Duck genitalia are all kinds of wild, and usually some form of corkscrew or spiral. The most common ghost story in America is the phantom hitchhiker. She is a woman, often dressed in white, who thumbs a ride. The person who picks her up is surprised when she suddenly disappears or asks to be dropped off at a cemetery. There are many local variants. Coffee does not wake you up. It prevents the production of a neurochemical that makes you tired. It will keep you up at night, but it doesn't make you less tired than you already are. Morning coffee does not perk you up. You have been lied to. What you feel is just banishing the withdrawal symptoms. That's all folks. Thank you for watching. If you like videos like this one, why not like and subscribe for more? Have a nice evening.